Do you want to be able to play your favorite songs just by listening to them? Or jam with any musician and improvise to anything? Or write songs like you're a Hollywood songwriting machine? Because this guitar routine is designed to teach you exactly those. After playing for 15 years, I found that you don't need Ultimate Guitar. You don't need Songster or Simply Guitar. None of that. If you do these 3 things I'm about to reveal in a second, I guarantee you're gonna become an absolute beast on the guitar. Plus, on top of that, you realize how simple it is. Much more fun than boring yourself to death with 20-minute long YouTube tutorials every time you want to learn a song. Today I'm gonna teach you how to practice less and play more. This is the last YouTube video you need to watch, so don't skip a single second, as it's gonna be a true masterclass on guitar. And not a single second of yours is gonna be wasted. So the reason I call it the Holy Trinity of guitar is because just by doing these 3 things, you will learn everything that truly matters in music. Number 1, finding the guitar pick. Just kidding. Number 1, being able to learn any song by ear. So how do you learn any song of your choice? Well, there are 101 ways, but I only introduce you one of the simplest today. First, you gotta understand the process. Here's what it looks like. First, I listen closely for the bass notes. Then I look for the bass notes on the fretboard, then put them into chords, and then lastly, I find a correct strumming pattern. Let's take Demons as an example, as pretty much everyone knows this song.
When the days are cold and the cars are falling.
Now, if you're a beginner and you don't know all the chords, listen up, because this is gonna be golden. Here's how you can learn every chord just by learning one. Might sound confusing, but stay tuned. Step 0 is always to make sure that your fingers are in their best shape, especially if you're a beginner. So do the warm-up. I made a video about it recently. It's a must-watch. Once you're finished with that, step number 1 is memorizing the notes in the E string. I know you might be like, here's another music theory lesson, but it's not as complicated as it seems. You just need to memorize 12 frets, that's it. And it's not even so difficult to remember as it goes in ABC order. Then step number 2 is to learn the F and F minor bar chords, which is and. Now once you learn those, you will be able to play every major and minor chord. So for example, if you know that there's an A here and you apply the F major chord shape, you have an A chord. With every single chord, you can transpose it, and like the minor chord is pretty much the same. Easy peasy. Step number 3. When learning the song, listen closely and look for the root notes. So if you're talking about Demons, for example, and then all you need to do is take the chord shapes that you've learned and just decide whether you think it's a major or minor chord. And it's also a brilliant exercise to train your ears, because it's very easy. Once you figured out the chords, step 5 is to play a simple strumming pattern. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You can go as simple as down, 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 or down, up, or down, 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 up, or just strum it once or twice. You can easily do this with most songs that are based on chords. And I know that might be a lot of info at once, so if you're struggling with any of that, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. Here's another example. Knocking on Lemon's door, right? You find the root notes. That's the Guns N' Roses version though, in F sharp major. You can literally just hum along a song and then you can figure it out easily. And if you're telling me, but Pete, I suck at learning by ear. You know how you get better at learning by ear? By learning songs by ear. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, please hit that like and subscribe button. It pushes my content to more guitar beginners and also helps me create more top-notch content for you in the future. Thank you so much. That being said, number 2 most important skill, writing a song about anything. So a few years ago, I attended a course of a guy from the music industry who co-wrote songs of Hollywood stars, and I have to say it was pretty much a game changer for me. So let me demonstrate you in just a couple of minutes how to write songs like a pro. Ready? Grab your guitar, get used it. Nah, f that. Even Metallica sold out. So step number 1 is downloading a drum track from YouTube. You can go with a slow one, mid-tempo, fast one, doesn't matter. Depends on your mood. Step number 2 is writing a chord progression. How to write a chord progression if you have no idea about writing chord progressions? Well, you search for a scale, for example, E major scale. And where you see the notes, you experiment with turning the notes into minor and major chords. And listen what sounds nice. And then just put them in order. By the way, you can never go wrong with the 1st, 4th, and 5th degrees. Listen to yourself and play what feels right. Step number 3 is coming up with different vocal melodies. I usually record a chord progression or strum it on the guitar and then just sing whatever. Just start making up melodies like na 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 la la la. It has to come from within. If you suck, just keep doing it. And step number 4 is writing lyrics accordingly. So once you got the na 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 na, you got those syllables and then you add the lyrics. Simple as that.
There was a time we were sleeping wine in a cloud that's crystal blue. Never plays and never phases appear.
Don't worry about writing bad songs at first. That's part of the game. If I would show you my songs from 10 years ago, you'd be rolling on the floor laughing. Don't believe me? Now check this out. This is from around 2012. Horrible. But I had so much fun and I thought I was the best. And now I write riffs like this. Trust me, I know it sounds cliche, but if you just focus on having fun, the rest will come. You can take me at my word. By the way, if you're serious about learning guitar and want to be a part of a strong community, don't miss out on our Facebook group, link in the description. And number 3, the skill to be able to improvise to anything. Now, what if I told you that there's a simple way you can learn to improvise? Because back then I remember when I saw other people improvise, I was like, no way I could do that. But it's not as hard as it seems. It's literally like starting a conversation. You're improvising, you're not thinking before what you're gonna say. It's the same with guitar. The guitar is like, once you learn to improvise, you can talk through the guitar, literally. Here's how to get started as a beginner in 5 simple steps. I will take the song from the previous example. You can even go for a 1-chord backing track. That's literally the simplest one, because that's just 1 chord and you don't need to focus on the chord changes. Step number 2 is that you search for the scale. So in my case, it's the E major scale. Step number 3 is getting some muscle memory with the scale. So I like start practicing it, right? Step number 4 is to start going up and down on the first position of the scale. And the final step is to start crafting melodies. Remember, it's simple, not easy. Big difference. The real magic is gonna happen when you'll be practicing consistently and stay patient until the results compound. Now I know this everything might be difficult at first, especially as a beginner. So to help you guys, I'm launching a free 14-day guitar challenge where you get your custom plan with one-on-one sessions you can apply by filling the form on my link tree. Until next time.